Lights, camera, and action, folks. We are here live at the Almagueta Sports Center for this contest, a presentation of the Major Maritime Girls Hockey League in association with High Button Sports. I'm your host for this evening, Brendan Maloney. This contest taking place between the host, Cape Breton Lynx, in their pink jerseys, honoring breast cancer awareness today. The search for the cure continues here, and also the battle. Both these teams near the lower half of the league to start the season, evenly matched in their records. The Lynx, 6th of 9 teams in the rankings at a record of 6-7-0 across the season, while the Western Wolves, 8th of 9 with a 4-11-0 record, moved across here by Mills to try to get a shot away. That one knocked off her stick. As it's taken now by the Lynx as they try to exit the zone. Moved ahead for a chance there for McCackern. Madison McCackern unable to get past the defense of the Wolves as they look to ice the puck here. And they will do so. And that'll take things all the way back here into the defensive end for the Wolves in the offensive zone for the Lynx. Lynx in the offensive zone here. As that one taken off the draw onto the point. A chance from distance, looking for a deflection in front. Backhanded free and covered and held by Peyton Crozier, who gets the start and goal for the Western Wolves, number 1 in between the irons. And at the other end, starting in goal is Abby Jessup, number 37. For the Lynx, is this one taken off the draw once again. The Lynx looking to waste no time in getting the offensive pressure started here as they get on the attack. Moved behind the goal, moved across here, looking to get things started as jumping into the play from the point there was Jade Vickers trying to get a stick on that. In around behind it goes, and Gamble tries to clear. Gets it out to neutral ice, chopping at it there is Brown. And that goes back to the defense here, taken by the Lynx now. Working her way through is Vickers. Vickers skates over the line into the offensive zone. Quick shot blocked aside by Crozier as it's taken by the Wolves defense onto the goal, and another smother and whistle there for Crozier. And she doesn't want to take too many risks there and try to play the puck with the Lynx on the offensive merits. And you got to stay on the gas pedal as a team, matching force for force and fire for fire. As that one moved behind, picked up as McPherson tries to clear. Intercepted at the point and kept alive there by Danny Ray McGinnis. As that's moved ahead now once again. Quick shot, they score! The Wolves open the scoring here in the first with a quick shot over the glove side of Jessup. A precise pinpoint shot there. And that gives the Wolves a 1-goal lead on the road here at the Almagueta Sports Center. Trying to put the Lynx on the back foot early here in front of the hometown crowd. That one moved up to neutral zone ice, taken out there with a nice move there by Brown. And that one whistled down on the offside call. Face off in neutral ice, picked up by the Lynx on that draw win on the near side wall. Fired into the zone there and trying to get a forecheck going as Madison McCackern got it in deep. Picked up here by the Lynx, looking to center. It's loose out front and the Wolves trying to clear. That one goes to neutral ice, picked up by the Lynx, spinning there, trying to get into the offensive zone, picked up by the defense as Richards moves through the neutral ice. Skating free, weaving away through a quick shot there and not getting full wood on it. On the left wing side, here come the Lynx the other way. Gathering speed in the neutral zone with numbers. 2-on-1 the other way, chance for the Lynx, in on goal, shot there! What a save that was! Coming across the net mouth with the pad was Peyton Crozier. That's her toughest test yet. And only 2 minutes and change into the game. The Lynx starting to get some creativity flowing in the offensive zone on that rush scoring opportunity. Speed and finesse and precise passing was not enough to beat Crozier on that play. She came across and in desperation saved that shot with the pad. And she came across with such force that she knocked the net off the moorings with that left skate. So much of that modern goaltending play is that post-to-post action, using those goalposts to generate force in that lateral movement in the goal mouth for the goaltender, as that's here taken once again by the Lynx as number 15 moves it across. In the defensive end, looking to clear now as the Wolves try to get the forecheck started and continue adding numbers here to their shot and chances in the offensive zone. Just getting started here, of course, though. Not too many shots just yet, but capitalization key on those first plays there as, once again, the Wolves with the first goal here. It's so important to flow with those changes in momentum in the games. They can go this and that like a seesaw. And the game now is played with such speed and efficiency that leaves no time for thought. You can't think and weigh the cost-benefit analysis of each play. You just got to do it on gut instinct here. As that one taken on the wall by Gaudet by Brown looking to make a play. Mixing up my number 7s there as that one taken over the neutral zone ice line. Stopped up at the blue line, kept alive there by Pinot as she got it deep for a chance for the Wolves as they look to establish a forecheck here. On the near side wall, picked up by the Lynx in transition. Trying to move across the line. Nice move out at neutral zone ice there by Angione. A quick shot. Angione got a quick wrist shot off there, and it was sticked aside, of course, by the goaltender Crozier in goal for the Wolves. And she's had her share of tests early here as the Lynx look to put volume on the goal, wasting no time in getting the shots towards the net. Not looking to make fancy plays, just looking to get that puck towards the net in as quick a manner as possible. That one up to neutral, picked off there as good play here. McNeil skating in now for the Wolves. She gets knocked to the ice, but holds on to that puck. Good battle right there by McNeil. Off the boards, Richards tries to hold the line. Kept alive by the Wolves now. They look to get a forecheck of their own established and start a cycle play, but that one taken by the defense for the Lynx as they move ahead. Trying to get out of the zone. Good forechecking pressure by McNeil. Trying to cause some hesitation in the mind of Gabriel as she looks to clear off the far side wall. Going for a change here are the Lynx. Looking to catch them sleeping here are the Wolves as they come in. That one offside of the play as McNeil was a step or two over the line before the puck had reached her. And so we have a neutral zone draw to take place here shortly. That one taking all the way back here. Not quite all the way, pardon me, but just outside the Wolves line for this draw. On the draw. Tied up, picked off, and backhanded out onto the stick of Jessamine in goal as she drops it for a defense. As Vickers now looks to make a play. Pressured there. Almost knocked off the puck, but she got it free to her line mate there at the forward side in Mills, who got it in deep. Looking to catch them on the forecheck as the Lynx try to capitalize. That one taken in by the Wolves now up in transition. Nice move by Duncan and gets by the defense. Duncan to the goal. Shot, save made by Jessamine. Rebound chance in front, and she covers that one as well. And Jessamine wasting no time to pounce on that loose puck. Not looking to take chances here against the Wolves as they were looking to mount another offensive bid and extend their lead to 2 there, but Jessamine stuck it out, held the line and covered the puck. And so the Wolves will have to work again if they want another chance here in the offensive zone and win those battles. As that one shot from the point, a deflection in front. caught the pad partially of Jessup, and she did get a piece of that on the way. There's another shot from distance. That one snuck past the blocker but was wide of the goal. Wolves effective in the offensive zone in this shift here as the Lynx look to carry it out. Here they come down the wing. There is Landry getting by, holds onto it, and a quick shot there from a sharp angle. That one caught the shoulder of Crozier as she steered that to the corner. It's onto the point now as McGinnis chops it off the boards into the zone. Quick line change here for the Lynx as it gathered in now in possession by the Wolves defense as that one passed out by Blackriere. McPherson tries to send it through neutral ice. Almost knocked out the puck by McNeil, but that one taken by Richards. She looks to clear. Good battle in neutral ice. Fired down, and the red line was gained, so icing waved off. As now the forecheck hustle here for the Lynx as they try to cause some hesitation in the other end. Nice deflection there and a quick stick save. Steering that puck away once again was Crozier. Again, the Lynx trying to put volume on goal when they got a chance. Looking to get a quick shot and a rebound in front as they crowd that crease, but here they come now again. The Wolves, a quick shot, they scored! Deflected on the way! And another rush scoring goal there on a quick shot from the center between the circles. It looked to be deflected on the way, so I'm not sure who's going to get credit for the goal, whether it hit the defense or not, I'm not sure. Either way, it fooled Jessup. And she got a piece of it, but it snuck past her. And the Wolves, once again, another one on the board here early, nearing the halfway point of the first period of play. Trying to keep that foot on the gas pedal here. No panic in the Lynx thus far, as we all know the trend. An early lead is the worst kind of lead to have in hockey during that time. You can't rest on your laurels, and I doubt the Wolves are going to try to do that at this stage of the game. As plenty of hockey left to play, they continue their battling as they get it deep. Danny Ray McGinnis now. Outlet play up neutral ice. Tape-to-tape passes here by the Lynx as they look to get things started. Chipped in the zone for a line change for Mills as that one worked behind. Off the near side wall, picked up by the Wolves as they look to clear. Kept alive here. Moved across to the defensive side of things. As that one picked up here by Gabrielle. Moves it across. Knocked off the puck there by Murray. She skates in. Murray got McAdam with her quick shot. Blocked aside by Jessup. Jessup looking to hold the line here. She doesn't want too many more goals going past her to prevent any discouragement from her team. As that pressure mounts in the goal from those lead. As Crozier has a little more mental space with which to work. Given that 2-goal lead here early by her team as that one worked in by the Wolves. Once again, trying to keep the offensive gas pedal going. That one taken out here through neutral ice. Knocked off the puck there as McGuigan tried to get it deep. That goes all the way down by the Lynx here, and they ice the puck. So this face-off will go all the way back down to their end. Unable to get the line change here. Tired group possibly on the ice as the Wolves look to take advantage here on the offensive end. A possible draw win. Off the draw, defensive win by the Lynx. Is that one carried behind by Gabrielle? Gabrielle moves to the wing, and that one chipped ahead, taken by the defense for the Wolves now. As McGuigan skates through neutral ice. Nice move by McGuigan to the wide side. Holds on, moves wide on her off wing. Circle, spins and shoots, and that one goes wide. On the near side wall, moved ahead. Down it goes. As Chasson looks to get a hold of it now. Off the boards. Close call there as that was a good puck battle there on the wall. In any of these plays, possible interception in the offensive zone can lead to quick opportunities. You can't blink in this game as anything in that offensive end can lead to a scoring opportunity. Doesn't take much as that one here. Duncan chips it into the zone. And chasing it down there is McLean. McLean off the near side wall. Kept alive by Duncan. Good play and positioning there by number 21 on the Wolves. And she intercepted that pass. Duncan skates it down, now takes a hold, moves it across to her defensive partner. Fan clearing attempt there as that one chopped at and into the zone for McCacken as she goes off for a line change. Off the near side wall, down through neutral ice, chased down and taken in possession by Mills as she moves it across to her defensive partner. Outlet play, picked up there. Moved out to neutral ice, chopped at there over the line, delayed offside, but it moves out to neutral ice, picked up by the defense as Gabrielle moves ahead. Nice move by Gabrielle, in and out shot, and a save made, smothering it once again, and closing down the angle aggressively on the edge of the paint. There was Crozier. Not giving much to shoot at for Gabrielle, but who made a nice move there just outside the blue line to gain a step, and a golden opportunity once again on the rush for the Lynx is shut down by the Wolves netminder. That one taken away. McGuigan brings it around, picked up at the point. Quick shot by Gabrielle is deflected by the Wolves as they look to clear here. Held at the line. Great puck battles here on the wall. No shortage of effort being displayed by either team here. They both want the win. Any momentum is good momentum at this stage of the season, as these are the times in the year for both these teams where that sense of identity as a team and character is built, and all the more useful as a team that starts at a position in the standings wherein such character can be developed, as it's a lot easier to avoid such things at the top of the heap and get a little ahead of yourself at those upper standings, as those lower seeded teams can really become forces of will if they get momentum going throughout that second half of the year. And both these teams trying to develop that character, communicating with each other, developing those chemistry on the ice and off the ice to be more effective in their game. So much of this game is played at the psychological level these days with the universal proliferation of the skill level. Technical skill is so universal with these young generational talents and talent in general of these younger and new players coming up through the ranks and entering into the professional level. It's all the more important to have that psychological edge in this modern game, possibly more than ever before. As that one taken, quick shot, glove save, a rebound chance, covered up with the glove by Jessam. Once again, the flow of the game on display here. No moment here is without import, as the flow can change quite quickly. And you saw with those chances of late as the Lynx try to at least cut the lead in half in this second half of the first period to give themselves at least some breathing space into that second period as they come ahead with another chance, 3-on-2. Stopping up, trying to set up the play. Good defensive pressure there by Blaquier as she blocked that pass on defense. Number 5 for the Wolves. Is that one looking to clear? Good pressure here by the Lynx now, looking to get a cycle play going. That one fired into the zone, and looks like there could be a delayed penalty on the play. Our first one of the game. It's a hooking call. We'll see it's going to go to shortly. And it looks like it's going against the Wolves here, so Blaquier gets called on the hook. And a golden opportunity here for a momentum change in the first frame anyway for the Lynx, if they can get on the board on the power play here. 2 minutes on the clock for the advantage. Is that one taken on the point? Quick shot, blocked there at the point. Looking to capitalize was Murray, and she was knocked down to the ice. On the near side, move back to the defense as they reset. Lynx moving it ahead. Chopped that there just inside the blue line. Trying to get a clean zone entry here are the Lynx as that one moved in. Taking it towards the goal behind. Circling the net there was Landry. She gets it to the sidewall. Back onto the point. And that pass caught the skates of Angione as she was open for that passing option on the right wing side in the offensive zone on the power play unit. That one dumped down the ice, looking to beat the icing here. She does. Good hustle there by Landry. Off the wall on the near side, picked up there by Angione. Onto the point. Couldn't keep the line there as McGinnis unable to hold it. Here they come again. Another chance at a hard check there on the way to the goal. And that shorthanded bid wouldn't go there as a physical play there just in front of Jessom. Stymies that opportunity for the Wolves shorthanded. Is that one in the defensive end? Off the wall, picked up on the point by McGinnis. Quick shot there through a screen. That one blocked. Or saved rather, I should say, by Crozier. Another shot through distance. That one deflected off the defense and wide, as it wasn't heading towards the goal, but you never know what could happen if you put them towards the goal. You could get a lucky bounce as McGinnis. Another drive, and that one blocked in front by Pino. Onto the wall, move back to McGinnis, and off the blade of her backhand and back to neutral ice. Is that one taken here by Austin, looking to dance through neutral ice as she gains a step, stepping into the zone, moving wide. Great hustle there and wheels shown by Austin. Onto the point. Gabrielle moves it across to the left-hand side. There's a play made by McLean, gets it in behind the goal. As the cycle continues here for the Lynx, as we're back to even strength, the power play is over, and the Wolves have killed that penalty off. Is that one taken on the near side wall? Chasson moves it ahead for a chance for McNeil down the wing. 1-on-2, quick shot there through the legs of Vickers goes wide. As the Wolves now look to start a cycle on that forecheck. Nice pass ahead. That one out to the line, held there, quick shot, and a save made there by Jessom. Gets the whistle here for her team as they make a line change in the defensive zone. No break in the action here. Great flow to the game so far, as I've said before. Both these teams are evenly matched, and things will likely go back and forth in the chance department. Whether it's in the score department depends on the ability of each team to capitalize on those opportunities. So far, the advantage has gone to the Wolves on those two quick strikes early. Here comes Vickers now. Quick pass in front was blocked on the way by the goaltender in Crozier. She got a paddle to stick on that for a partial poke check. Is moved ahead by Chasson, gets it in deep. Into the corner it goes, chasing it down there is Morel. Olivia Morel on the near side wall, picked up by the Lynx, and they look to go out with it. Chopped out there. As Landry looks to move it ahead. Duncan unable to receive that pass. It hopped over her blade. As that one taken by Vickers. Nice move to the inside. Vickers stepping free. Unable to capitalize. She gets back there and hustles after it. And she's helped out by Vickers. Or rather by Morel, I should say. Is that one on the near side? Far side for Vickers. Vickers on the left wing. Quick shot there. Just sails wide. Unable to get it on goal as that one moved out to neutral ice. Good battle for on the near side wall. Dumped in just inside the blue line. Escapes out to neutral ice. Picked up by McGinnis. She moves it across, playing catch with Vickers. Or Gabrielle rather. Gabrielle on the near side. Great pass to Angione. She looks to clear. Stevenson moves it ahead for the Wolves. Well, teams a little bit of ping pong in the neutral zone there, as neither team able to get a clean zone entry, but now the Lynx get a step. Here's the chance. Quick shot. Stick to side there by Crozier in goal. Onto the point. Gabrielle unable to hold line, but she spins with it now and tries to re-enter the zone. Looks to avoid the offside. Surveys, finds her option on the left wing. Back across, lateral movement there on that pass as that one moved into the zone and chipped in by Angione as she goes off for a change. Wolves trying to get out of the zone here. Stopped up. Murray can't get a stick on it. And here comes chance for Angione onto the point to Vickers. Quick shot. Loose in front of shot. Whoa, that one goes wide. As I'm not sure if Crozier got a piece of that or not. Either way, she's back in position now. A chance in front. Another shot there. Hugging the post there was Crozier. She battled that one into the corner. Here comes Pino looking to clear. Unable to do so. Great pressure here at the close of the first by the Lynx. They really want to get that, waste no time in cutting the lead in half here at the close of the first. But Vickers offside on that play. With 2 minutes on the clock, we'll have a neutral zone draw. That draw won there by the Lynx as they look to move it ahead. Fired into the zone on the dump play. Stopped up there by Crozier behind the goal for her defense. Outlet play there for McGuigan. Gets all the way out to McNeil looking to make a move. On the near side wall. Looking to advance the play. Picked up. That one taken by Richard. She tries to move it in. Picked up by Gabrielle. Gabrielle moves it across. Off the near side. Foot race for it here. It's a 2-on-1 for the Lynx and unable to capitalize on that passing play, but they chase it down in the corner as Austin tries to get a hold of that puck. On the near side, looking to clear it back into the zone is Morel as she pinched on the blue line. And that forecheck here as we near the final minute of play here in the first frame. That one picked up. Here's a chance. Shot and a great save there. Once again by Crozier as that was looking for a bid for that far side just underneath the blocker. She closed down that gap. Commonly called the 7-hole, just above the pad and below the blocker of the goaltender. She closed that gap pretty quickly, and that puck unable to sneak through. McGinnis on the near side, picked up there by Morel. Intercepted by McPherson in the neutral ice, trying to clear. And that one taken away as Morel dumps it into the zone, and she goes off for a change. Stopped up by Crozier for a defense. Laquiere. Pass to neutral ice. Goes through everybody all the way down. There'll be an icing here, which is 24 seconds left on the clock. 23.4 rather. So look for the Lynx to try to draw up a set play here. And they have one more player than they need on the ice here, so they'll look to set up. Landry on the draw. Chopped at behind the goal off the backboards. Picked up by the Wolves as they look to clear. Picked up by Vickers on the intercept. Quick shot. That one sails about a foot over the goal. There's too much air into that one for Vickers. Unable to keep it low to try to get it on goal. As here they come again to the Wolves. Taking it out is Stevenson. She dumps it into the corner. And that'll do it here for the first period of play. 2-0 for the Wolves after one. And we'll be back shortly after this first intermission as the Lynx try to climb back into this one. Down by 2 after 1. This intermission brought to you by Burger King, Sydney and Sydney River locations, as well as Safety Check, our game sponsors for this stream and for the Lynx. And so we'll be back shortly here. I'm Brendan Maloney for Highland Sports. Stay tuned, folks. Plenty of action left in this contest. Close in chances and a little advantage and a 2-goal cushion for the Wolves heading into the second. Stay tuned. We are back. Both teams back on the ice surface here to start this second period of play. The Wolves taking a 2-0 lead into the second period off of those two quick strike goals early in the first 5 minutes of play of that opening frame. And they'll look for the Wolves to hold on to this lead and try to protect it here with this much hockey left to play in regards to time. As they'll look to maintain the compete level equal and opposite to the Lynx. As the girls in the pink jerseys on the back foot looking to equal the playing field here with some goals of their own in the second, as that one taken to neutralize by the Wolves in transition. Centering pass over the net, quick shot. That one sails wide and high. As that one taken up to neutralize, looking to advance here. On that chance was Landry. As that one into the offensive zone. Rimmed around on the backboards, picked up at the point. As Gabrielle moves across, sliding a pass and a quick shot there by Angione. Elise Angione in the corner. Rims it around behind. For the cycle play to Austin, onto the point, quick shot through a screen, glove save there through traffic. Once again, Crozier rises to the occasion and keeping things tight in that goal crease. And not a single shot has gone past her thus far as the Lynx continue to try to put volume here. Sooner or later, they got to think they must be able to hit pay dirt here against Crozier. Here's a chance in front of that quick shot, and that one fanned on. Onto the point to Vickers. Quick drive there. That goes wide. Looking at the deflection from Brown. On the wall. Centering pass. And one picked out by Duncan. Looking to send Blacklier, but she carries it on her own. Duncan moves wide. Drops it off. Quick shot there. Deflected and sails in an arcing fashion over the goal. Then on the far side, Duncan on the wall picks it up. Quick shot blocked. Fired back into the zone there on that dump play by Duncan as she goes off the wall, off the boards, and onto the bench for a change. Dumped in off the backboards, looking to get a forecheck going here. The Wolves once again in the offensive zone. Taken on the far side, looking to clear there was Mills. Unable to do so. It's kept in the zone here as Blacklier looks to pinch. Does so. Gets it ahead for her line mate there on the forward side of things. Unable to make a play on that though was McAdam in front of the net. Quick shot, and that one whistled down as the official lost sight of the puck as Jessup made the save, not able to cover, but the vision was lost for the official and he whistled it down. Line changes here for the Lynx in the defensive zone draw as Stevenson takes her place at the face-off dot. Chesson, a quick drive, that one steered aside by Jessup. Good bid there by the Wolves captain as that's moved down the ice. In behind the goal, Stevenson rims it around, picked off, and worked behind here. Now the Lynx trying to get a forecheck established of their own here, as it has been hard to come by in the earlier portions of this second period so far, with the Wolves getting a few more scoring chances so far. But again, early in the second here, plenty of hockey left to play in this period. As the flow continues, Chesson off the bench area hit one of the players on the Lynx side. And so play whistle down. Full line change for the Wolves. As they get started in the defensive end. Defensive draw win there for the Wolves off the backboards. Mills looks to pick that up here on defense. And Pinot there to help her out, trying to clear, intercepted there. And the Lynx continue to try to establish a forecheck and get some cycle play going. Unable to do so, it's back to neutral on ice and a reset of the play as the Wolves battle for possession. Hard physical play on the wall there on the body check by Morel. That moved out to neutral ice, picked up there by Pinot. Pinot off the sidewall. Intercepted here and unable to advance. Great positioning there in the neutral zone play. So far in the second frame, an adjustment made by the Wolves to try and mitigate those rush scoring opportunities which were so apparent in the first for the Lynx, forcing Crozier to make some stellar saves in that opening frame. And the Wolves looking to mitigate that, make their job a little easier here in the second as they want to maintain and extend that 2-goal lead. The Lynx looking to adjust here and change their line of attack. And they did just that on that shift for a short time as they try to establish more of a forecheck and cycle approach to generating scoring opportunities. You got to change your strategies on the fly. You can draw up plays all you like and have them in the back pocket. When it comes time to play, there's quite an element of improvisation innate in the game. And so much of it's based on that flow and little things, little decisions on the fly. As that one taken in the corner. Off the backboards, picked up there by McGinnis in her own zone. Looking to clear off a skate as that one was blocked by Stevenson on the forecheck. Out to neutral ice, chasing it down there is Blacquier on defense, all the way down. Picks it up, icing waved off. Off the near side to McNeil, number 17, as she moves out in neutral zone ice. Nice move, sidestepping a hit. Collides with her own teammate though and loses the puck. As that one taken, centering pass there, looking to spring loose. Cassie Cremo through the neutral zone as she was unable to receive that pass, and it's taken away by Duncan now on the neutral ice as she skates ahead. Vickers, good defensive play there by number 10 on defense for the Lynx as she moves ahead. Great movement by Vickers, a quick shot, and that one paddled aside after a deflection on the defense. As that one moved in front. That's a difficult puck to get a piece of there for Crozier, and she's quite dialed in this game so far. Quick shot, another blocker saving a great one. Another chance in front, another shot, they score! And the pressure was mounting in the offensive zone on that shift for the Lynx. And finally a lucky hop in front, got through. The initial save made by Crozier, but the rebound gets past her, and the Lynx on the board to cut the lead in half here in the second. And goal number 1 in that climb has been achieved here for the girls in pink. As things have gotten a little more interesting here at this stage of this second period of play. Once again, that early lead is the hardest one to defend, and rather than defend, you always want to extend, because the possibility of something like this happens there for the Wolves as now just a 1-goal hockey game. Level of compete factor just raised by a few degrees here, as the Lynx starting to gather their own momentum in the pendulum swing of this hockey game as that's moved ahead by McGinnis. Quick shot there for a dump attempt. Goes off the defense in McGuigan as that one taken by McGinnis once again as she looks to make a play. Protects the puck on the backhand. Skating to neutral ice. Good move there by McGinnis. One hands it into the corner and establishes a forecheck here as she gets after herself. On the far side, good cycle here once again by the Lynx now, looking to make some more opportunities happen on those cycles. They had success on that first goal with the zone pressure, and they're looking to continue that strategy here. Trying to win those puck battles and pressure on that forecheck to force mistakes out of the Wolves in their own zone. Chessa on the near side wall. Outlet play, great defensive pressure there. Once again, an active stick there. Moved ahead by the Lynx now in transition. Nice move to the inside. Unable to get the shot away as that one escapes to neutral ice, or to the point rather. Outlet play, a breakaway here. Chance for McNeil. In alone. Save made. Rebound chance. That one cleared. What a save that was by Jessup. A huge stop here. This phase of the game, as that goal there, if that would have gone in, could spell a little bit of a deflation in the win, or the sail rather, of the Lynx. As momentum finally swinging their way. That could have proved another seed of doubt planted. But a great play there. Another save made on the draw by Jessup coming up large. Another shot there through a screen. Blocked in front by Vickers, unable to clear. And that was McLean rather on defense, not Vickers, number 12. Another chance in front, cleared aside. And now the Wolves sensing an opportunity to pressure and capitalize on their own cycle play. As both teams trading pressure opportunities now. As that one cleared, a funny hop in front. Close call there for Jessup, as that's a nightmare play for a goaltender. Those funny hops on those jump attempts that go towards the goal. Visions of Vesa Toskala from the Leafs in Florida all that time many years ago. Still, another shot, they score in front of the net. A quick drive, and the Wolves with some zone pressure of their own in response to the Lynx at the other end. And they regain their 2-goal lead with a quick wrister over the glove hand side of Jessup. And what a shot it was. And once again, the Wolves not looking to rest on either a 2-goal lead or a 1-goal lead. They look to regain that cushion here, and they have done so. Once again, up by 2 here in the second. Trying to keep the Lynx on the back foot. Is that one in the corner? Taken in the corner there. And play offensively by McAdam. Look at the cycle. That one. A sharp angle shot in front was gotten a piece of there by Jessup. She's having a battle at this stage in the second as the Wolves look to press and do so aggressively. Another shot, glove, save. That one didn't hit pay dirt as Jessup saw that one coming and grabbed it out of the air. And a miniature moral victory there for Jessup on that glove save to keep her in a battle-hardy state for the remainder of this period. But once again, the Wolves with pressure and a little more sense of urgency here, despite having the lead, pressing in the offensive zone and making things happen, trying to keep the Lynx from generating anything offensively by offensive pressure of their own. Sometimes they just got to fight fire with fire, folks, as sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and the Wolves showing that here. It's easier to keep the puck out of your own net when you spend the time in the offensive end. Little advantage here. Quick shot through the screen. Rebound chance in front. They bang away, and that one fought off by Jessup. As the Wolves, once again, relentless with the pressure in these last couple of shifts. Looking to extend that lead more here. Give themselves even more breathing space. As the Lynx are going to have to battle here to try to stem the tide of this momentum swing in favor of the Wolves. As they start to pile on the chances here in these last couple of shifts. Here, look at the Lynx in transition. Looking to capitalize on the rush this time. Moving it behind, looking to slow things down to start the cycle and pressure opportunities. Once again, play in front and unable to get the shot away there was McCackern. Worked below the goal line, looking to get a cycle established once again. Held at the point. Here's the chance, Chesson. Holding on the near side wall for Duncan. Off the backboards, looking to chase it down and beat the icing. Vickers moves behind the goal. Skates out to neutralize. Nice speed there and finesse by Vickers as she skates wide. Holds on to it and gets hauled down to the ice. And a great hustle there by Vickers. She draws the penalty. And now the Lynx have earned a chance at a power play opportunity here at the halfway point of the second period of play on that excellent rush there by Vickers. Great mover of the puck on defense there. end-to-end rush by Vickers with that hook. Earns another power play opportunity here for the Lynx as they look to once again repeat a climb into that one-goal lead territory where they can start to continue chipping away at that Wolves lead here in the second, which has returned to that 2-goal cushion. Lynx wasting no time winning that draw on the point to Gabrielle. Holds on, walks the line and moves it across. Good puck movement here. Quick shot through a screen and smothered by Crozier. On the draw, move to the point. Gabrielle. Out the play, tipped on goal, they score! A beautiful deflection in front on that point shot. And the Lynx on the power play pull within one for the second time in this game. And once again, things remain very interesting here at the Al McGuinness Sports Center. As back and forth we go, the Lynx now on the doorstep of tying the game once again, and still plenty of hockey left to play. As here they come again, looking to continue the pressure, moving into the offensive zone. Delayed offside, they have to tag up here as the Wolves gain possession now and try to chip it off the wall and start some pressure of their own. Vickers in the corner off the backhand feed off the wall. Good pressure by the Wolves once again. Vickers behind her own goal, pressured. Gets it out to neutral ice. A touch pass there by Landry, unable to hit pay dirt. Vickers once again looking to skate up the ice. Look at the speed of Vickers, number 10 moving across the line. Quick shot, and that one deflected. Held on, looking for a play there. It was fanned on and unable to get it ahead. There was Murray who delivers a couple pushes and shoves to Austin to try to get that puck loose. As that one taken in on the far wall, looking to advance past the center ice line. Here comes Angione down the wing. Try to backhand it towards the goal and covered there on a half speeder of a shot. Shoveled towards the goal by Elise Angione on the rush. And that defensive position in front allowed the shot to be less than ideal. And Crozier with the position in goal, shutting down the angle in the lower half of the net, easily makes that save. But once again, the Lynx trying to gain possession in the offensive zone, create some more opportunities. Off the wall. Holding the line there was Morel into the corner. Out behind the goal. Going to battle for that puck. Chopped off the wall, but it's again not full power, unable to clear. Here they come again. Behind the goal, looking to set things up. On to Gabrielle. Moves it across. Morel down low. Finds Perush, and a quick drive of a sharp angle is smothered and held by Crozier. There's some creativity being shown in the offensive zone by the Lynx. As the story of that first period as far as offense was concerned was rush scoring opportunities. This time in the second, both teams changing up their offensive strategies by exchanging pressure opportunities in the offensive zone. That's been led to the both success for both teams in that second period, both in goals and in opportunities to achieve those goals. As that one down into the corner. Slight advantage still in scoring for the Wolves at a 3-2 score here. The second period of play. The Lynx trying to clear it and have iced the puck here. As that one whistled down, and will go all the way back down into the defensive end for the Cape Breton Lynx for this draw. So much can happen off a face-off win. And that one a clean win for the Wolves, but the pass across was behind the wheelhouse of Gamble. Unable to receive that pass and make a play as that one dumped down the ice. And icing the other way this time as we'll go all the way back down to the Wolves end for this draw. And so Lynx look to make their own push here off this face-off. Lila Austin on the draw for the Lynx. Up against Hallie Murray. Murray wins the draw defensively off the wall, looking to clear. Duncan chasing it down in Mitchell ice. Got a chance to the left wing side. Gets a step here in the corner. Passes in front. Partial block there of that pass by Morel. It works into the corner now, and cycle attempt here for the Wolves. They look to gain possession here on the forecheck. Good battle there. Mills unable to get a step. The block clear, tries to hold line. Good pinch there by number 5. As she got in behind Vickers on the defensive end. On the near side as Julia Brown looks to pick that up on the near side wall. Outlet play, a great pass there up the ice for that dump and chase by Austin as she gets it in behind the goal. Going to chase it down there was Angione on the forecheck bid. That one taken here now by the Wolves in transition. 2-on-2 and a quick shot there. Cutting down the angle was Jessam, and she makes the easy save and gets the whistle here. But once again, an offensive zone draw opportunity. Line changes for both teams as this chance in the offensive zone for the Wolves. McNeil looks to win that draw. She lost it. As play in front, a quick shot. They score! A turnaround drive off a turnover. And the Wolves once again back on top by 2. It's been a trend in this game so far as the Lynx get close to tying the game, and then the Wolves deflating those changes in momentum and leaving the Lynx with more work to be done. As the strategy for the Wolves here, once they got the lead, is to keep that foot on the gas pedal. Can't rest on your laurels. And once again, the Wolves earning themselves a cushion here, just past the halfway point of this second period of play. 6 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. And that one, an offside call, is unable to get the clean entry. Were the Lynx. And there were no real breaks in the action here besides the whistles. Great flow to this contest so far as that one, Stevenson dumps it in around. Backhand feet in front was deflected. Off the backboards, unable to clear. Another chance at the side of the goal. The Wolves relentless here with the pressure. Looking to extend their lead to 3 here in the second. Is that one taken off the wall? Quick shot and deflected onto the ceiling beam. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Wolves once again. Stevenson steps up to the plate. One to the point, chipped at there by Pinot into the corner. Worked around behind. Vickers picks it up here for the Lynx and looks to go for a skate. She's done many rushes here in this game, so effective at moving the puck. Drops it off, quick shot. That one blocked on the way through. And they look to battle on the wall for possession to the Lynx. Dance at the side there. Mills trying to get a handle on it. Ella Mills in the corner, helped out there by Vickers on the pinch attempt. Bit of a stalemate on the wall here as neither team wants to give an inch on that possession. Nice move there by Perush into the corner, gaining a hold of that puck. Quick shot by a sharp angle, covered down and smothered by Crozier. The Lynx are going to have to gain the center of the ice area in the offensive zone for some more high-quality opportunities against Crozier, as the Wolves have done a great job of keeping those shots to the outside, especially here in the second period, and making the job of Crozier easier than it was in the first. And she did a great job in that first period, despite the quality of chances that the Lynx were getting, especially on the rush. And they're making their job a little easier here in the second by trying to shut down that center of the ice. But once again, both teams trading those offensive opportunities in pressure. As once again, the cycle looking to get started here for the Lynx. They had that success in the second period on those 2 goals. On that very strategy, quick shot there, deflected. Save made through the screen on the deflection by Crozier once again. Lila Austin on the draw in the offensive zone for the Lynx. Picked up off the tie-up there by Angione onto the point. Quick drive into the corner to start that cycle by Morel. Taken by the defense here below the goal line was McNeil defensively as she fired that down the ice. Duncan looking to beat the icing. Icing waved off as a result. And a hard check behind the goal by Gabrielle. That's going to draw a penalty here. And it's a cross-checking penalty going to go to Gabrielle. So now the Wolves with their own power play opportunity here, trying to extend that lead to 3 as Gabrielle goes off on the cross-checking minor. Stevenson on the draw for the Wolves here on their power play unit. And the penalty killing unit for the Lynx just getting on the ice to start things off. 2 minutes on the clock. On the cross-checking penalty to Gabrielle. Picked up on the tie-up. Defensively won in possession here by the Lynx as they come ahead short-handed. Possibly a 2-on-1 here if they hurry. Here they come down the wing. Nice move to the inside. Quick shot and blocked it. Great stick check there defensively by Gamble as that one moved ahead. Here comes a chance down the wing. Stevenson turning. Holds on. Number 16 drops it off. Pino a drive from the point, and that one blocked in front and cleared by the Lynx. All the way down. Minute 30 remaining on the advantage. McNeil on the near side wall drops it off for Stevenson, unable to make a play. As Landry hustles after that one. Moved across. Here comes Gamble. Thinks wiser of forcing the play here. Looks to reset here as they slow things down. Try to get a clean setup into the offensive zone. Minute 7 remaining here in the advantage. Taken here by McNeil down the left wing side. Drops it off to the point. Held at the line. Looking to start the passing plays and set up something in the offensive zone. Chesson holds onto it. Avoids a check. Drops it. Chance on the point, quick drive, and that one goes wide. As getting a piece of it with the glove was Jessam all the way down. 42 seconds left. Lynx hoping to kill this one off as to prove a good momentum shift for them here in this game. As could be a deflation of a sense of confidence here if they're down by 3 heading into that third period. And this could prove a character moment in this game, at least for the Lynx, and a moral victory heading into that third. If they can kill this one off and get some momentum, some points to be grateful for heading into that third, with the chance to climb back in this one as that moved ahead now. Short-handed, unable to get past the defense. Here comes a chance again. Quick shot there from a sharp angle. That one blocked. And we're back to even strength here. The Lynx have killed that one off. Here they come again. McGuigan down the wing for the Wolves. Drops it off for Murray. Murray skates in and shoots. Save made. Point blank by Jessam, and a big one there to get the whistle. And once again, every save by Jessam from here on out is going to be an important one. As the Lynx going to have to capitalize on their opportunities and get as many as they can here. Stevenson on the draw. Off the backboards. Picked up there by Mills, moving it ahead. That one taken away. Here comes Gabrielle across on the near side for McGinnis. Outlet play on the right wing there. As that one's picked up by Mills, and she dumps it into the corner. Picking that up is Blaquier, moving in front. Intercepted, a play in front, and that one chopped out, unable to get it on goal. Another chance, and a great stick save there for Crozier, shutting down that lower half of the net. Drive from McGinnis from the point into the corner. As that one cleared to the zone, another breakaway opportunity here. It's Webster, the lone shot, glove, save, and a huge one for Jessup. And this draws a penalty on the play here on that defensive bid. As Gabrielle's going to go to the box again here, this time for slashing, it looks like. So a minute 24 on the clock here, and now once again the Lynx going to have to kill off another one. And for them it's going to be a kill of the period. To try to keep the puck out of the net on the power play for the Wolves. As there only is a minute 24 remaining in this second frame. And the ideal scenario for the Lynx is to last through the period without those Wolves putting another one past Jessup, as that one off the far side wall picked up and held at the line by Pino into the corner. Picked up here. The Wolves move it across. On the point, work down low. Chasson with a quick wrist shot bid that was blocked partially by the defense for the Lynx as they move it out to neutral ice. And we're down to the final minute of the second period of play. Minute 33, of course, left on the clock for the power play. Off the side wall. Fired down the ice. As that one picked up here behind the goal by McNeil. Outlet play, skating down is Duncan, 1-on-3. 21 for the Wolves, skates in, drops it off there for McNeil. Back to Duncan. Duncan to McNeil, a shot, save, rebound, chance, and a kick-out save there by Jessup. Another huge stop here at the close of the second by the Lynx netminder, as that one covered on the wall. There's a bit of a stalemate here in neutral ice as they look to move that puck. And play whistled down here with 4.7 to go. So one more face-off before we head to that third period of play. And the Lynx likely to kill this period off with just 4.7 left on the clock. They'll have to start that third period of play, however, on the penalty kill for 36 seconds at least. As we head to the third period, once again, the story is very similar, if not identical, to our ending of the first period, as the Wolves maintain and extend to 4 goals, while the Lynx got 2 in that second. And they carry their 2-goal lead here this time into the third period of play at a score of 4-2. The second remission, of course, and the stream brought to you by Burger King, Sydney and Sydney River locations, and Safety Check. We'll be back soon enough for the third period of play. Stay tuned, folks. An exciting one here at the Al McGinnis Sports Center. And once again, we are back, this time for the third period of play. And these next 20 minutes, with the most pressure of time in the game as the Lynx, once again on the back foot to start this period. The same position we were in the second this time, a little more pressure on the hands as only 20 minutes remaining in regulation compared with the 40 at the start of the second, and still down by that 2-goal cushion to start things off. Not only that, but they have 36 seconds of penalty time to kill off as the Wolves look to take things into the offensive zone to start things off. Dumped off the wall. Is that one picked in by the defense here for the Wolves? They're going to reset behind their own goal. Just 19 seconds to go in that advantage to start the period. Moving wide, a chop play out to neutral ice. Finds the stick of McGuigan skating in the zone. McGuigan a quick drive, and that one deflected off the skate of the defense into the corner. Stopped up by Chesson on the point. Wolves captain looks to advance. Unable to get possession. As that one on the near side. Off the backhand. Clearing attempt by McGinnis as she moves it ahead. And stopped up at the blue line there by Angione. Elise Angione. Nice play there. Number 15 dipping the shoulder and trying to protect the puck. Picked off by Mills. Mills in her own zone. Behind the goal. Intercepted there. Good forechecking pressure here by the Lynx. Is that one looking to center? Off the wall, held at the line there as Morel tries to clear it. Keep it alive. Holds it on the pinch. Chops at it against McNeil. Here comes a chance for Angione. Nice move to the inside. Unable to get a shot away as that one picked up by McNeil. Vickers holds the line. Fires it in behind the goal. And the defense for the Wolves trying to clear. Good play at the point there. It escapes out all the way down. Vickers having to make chase. But not for long, as that's going to be an icing call here against the Wolves. And so we will start the face-off in their defensive end as the Lynx get a line change for an advantage in the energy department, as due to the icing, the Wolves unable to get a line change here. So fresh legs on the Cape Breton Lynx line up here against some tired legs for the Wolves at the end of that shift as they ice the puck. Looking to take advantage onto the point. Gabrielle unable to pinch as she takes it in neutral ice. Across. Looking to get a clean out zone entry again. Picked off there. Wolves looking to clear. And that one taken away. Spin move there at the point. And that one forces an offside here. On that creative play by Cassie Cremo. Unfortunately, it slowed the speed of the rush. And her two line mates were already ahead of her by the time it got into the offensive zone. Both of them about 3/4 of a foot offside. At least by my visual estimation. And that one, looking for a tripping call. Is that one in neutral ice? And they're going to get it here. There's a tripping penalty on the way. And so a power play opportunity here for the Lynx. A huge opportunity this is to try to once again climb within one. This time in the third period of play. On the power play. 2 minutes on the clock for the tripping call. Onto the point. Held at the line. Moved across. Open side and a quick drive there by Angione. Unable to hit Pater as she set it high and wide, just escaping that far side blocker on Crozier. Unable to pick the corner as that one back onto the point. Moved across. Vickers holds on to it and protects the puck in the corner. Moves it for Cremo behind the goal. Cassie Cremo on the near side there for Angione. Onto the point. Quick shot there through a screen. Deflected into the netting and out of play. So on the power play thus far, the strategy has been for those cycles to lead to point shots. As the Lynx know well by this phase of the game, they're going to have to take away the eyes of Crozier if they hope to get more goals. They already had a deflection goal from the point shots. That second goal on that deflection from the point in that second period of play. And Crozier's been so stellar when she's able to see that puck so far and shut down the angle, and even making some pretty athletic and impressive saves on some higher quality opportunities earlier in the game from the Lynx. So they want to get some shots from the point, bodies in front, try to get a chance at getting one of those seeing eye shots to the screen and past Crozier, but unable to get a clean zone entry just yet. As that one all the way down, that's going to be an icing call here against the Lynx. As now 30 seconds remain on the advantage, and the face-off in their defensive end. On the point, Stevenson, or excuse me, on the face-off dot, Stevenson sets up at the draw. McGinnis off that clean draw win for the Lynx, as that's on the left wing side, moved across on the near side wall. As looking to play as Austin. Quick shot from the point from McGinnis, unable to pull the trigger cleanly as it bobbled on her, unable to follow through. McGinnis on the point, moved across on the near side. Nice move there, dropping it off. We're back to even strength here as the penalty expires. McAdam goes on to the bench in favor of Duncan onto the ice as she picks it up. Duncan looking to clear. Played ahead there to Stevenson. Off her stick all the way to Jessam, who's forced to cover as Stevenson was hounding her in front. So as these minutes move on the clock, all these time moments become a little more pressurized for the Lynx. And once again, the Wolves not looking to rest on a 2-goal lead, as they've been quite eager to keep their foot on the gas pedal no matter the advantage of that 2-goal cushion. You never know in these hockey games when things can turn the tide the other way. You don't want to take any chances. As once they've had that lead, they've looked to extend it. And each time the Lynx have come across to pull within one so far, the Wolves have gotten another quick strike to maintain that distance. And so discouragement likely starting to mount here for the Lynx, as once again the Wolves trying to clog up that center of the ice and prevent quality opportunities for the Lynx. But here they come again, not giving up on the play, as once again still plenty of hockey left to play. Murray skates it into the zone, off the sidewall, unable to keep it alive. Onto the point, held there, and that escapes to neutralize. A good chance here, one-on-one as Landry skates in. Tripped up on the play there, looking for a call, not going to get it. There's that one taken here. Here come the Lynx once again. Quick shot there, blocked aside, rebound chance. What a stop that was on the rebound, both the initial shot and the rebound. Another pair of impressive saves by Peyton Crozier, who's been absolutely phenomenal in this game. Once again, the Lynx throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the goal here on the opportunities they get in the offensive zone, especially on the point shot opportunities and distance shots, trying to generate rebound opportunities. Here comes Webster now on the wing. Great defensive play there. And move behind the goal to McGinnis. Pressured by McNeil on the forecheck. McGinnis moves it ahead. Held at the line by Chesson. Intercepted. Here come the Lynx the other way. Moving wide is Landry. Play in front and able to pull the trigger. There was Brown. Another shot deflected and a great reactionary save once again by Crozier on the deflection. Moving in the corner, here is Landry. Holding on to it. Backhand feed to the sidewall as off the bench and into the play is Elise Angione on that change. She moves it across. Cycle play once again for the Lynx here as that held at the line. by McLean in front of the net and unable to pull the trigger there as McGuigan takes possession off the sidewall to Chesson. And once again, the Wolves hemmed in their own zone here as the urgency starting to become a good factor of motivation for the Lynx as they try to really put some volume of zone pressure and scoring opportunities, trying to generate some shots here in the offensive zone. As that one a bit of a stalemate on the wall, finally whistled down on the dead puck. And partial change for the Wolves in the defensive end as the Lynx. Once again, Julia Brown this time on the draw. Clean win to the point. They play by Brown on the draw and a quick shot, another glove save. As Crozier in goal. If she sees it, she's going to stop it. And once again, that strategy, getting those point shots through. Onto the far wall, onto the point once again. Quick shot to the screen, deflected. And that one more stopped up than anything, is unable to change direction. It stopped and bobbled into the corner. Here again, another drive, and that one deflected. Hops up in between the circles, a quick shot. That one deflected on the block, partial block that was, by McPherson, who got in the shooting lane. Turning with it now, and skating through is Vickers. Great puck movement all game long on defense by her. She's been a great factor at getting the puck in the offensive zone. Many of those clean zone entries by her hand alone as she comes in. Taken once again, outlet play. Thomas down the wing, off her stick and gets it back. Quick shot off the side of the goalpost after it hit the shoulder. Reactionary there by Jessup. As that one was a close call there for the Lynx netminder. Nice move to the inside. Here's a chance. Quick shot and a save made on a great opportunity on the rush there. Once again, Crozier equal to the task. As the urgency still in play here for the Lynx as they really start to put the foot on the gas pedal within the offensive zone to try to pull within one here and plant that seed of doubt into the Wolves' minds here as that one off the far side. Gabrielle looking for a sharp angle shot. That one blocked. Here's a chance. One-on-one comes Stevenson. Nice move to the outside. Holds on. Another shot from distance. Stick to side there by Jessup into the corner. Work behind the goal now. Wolves in the offensive zone. Quick shot by McGuigan is blocked. Ava Landry fearless on that play, getting in front of that one. Looked to have caught her in the arm, but she seems not even slightly flummoxed by that. As here they come again. Lynx in transition, 2-on-2 the other way, dropped off to McGinnis. Quick drive in front and a great blocker save there, as that could have been a great opportunity. And it was a great opportunity. Once again, Crozier great at deflecting those pucks into safe areas. Great rebound control. If she makes the save, she's likely to deflect it into the corners. Very rare has it hopped up in front for a chance at a second or third whack from the Lynx. As that one taken by McGinnis in the corner. McGinnis chases that puck down in her own end and looks to clear. A quick shot from the sidewall and an intercept. As that one kept alive, but taken away now by the defense of the Lynx as they look to skate out with it. Chipped in the corner there by McLean as she got it in deep for the Lynx. Kept alive, here's a chance, in front of that backhand feed wide, looking to go against the grain, a little too against the grain as it went well wide. Taking on the point there, still alive here for the Lynx, unable to get that towards the goal. Here come the Wolves the other way. Stevenson down the wing, tries to chip it past the defense. Runs into a brick wall there, and Olivia Morel, who kept her at bay. Play in front, and a great intercept there. Now here come the Lynx in transition. Moving ahead is Austin down the wing. Chips it past the defense, chases it. Nice move to the inside, quick shot, and that goes wide. What a move there by Austin on the rush. Chesson down the wing. Pass to the wing. Trying to find her line partner in Hallie Murray, Aslan McAdam is that one taken out here. Nice move to the inside. Here's a chance. Quick shot and a save made there by Crozier once again. This time on Gabrielle, who started a zone entry on the rush of her own. And great puck-moving defense core for the Lynx, as a lot of their back end has been generating clean zone entries and scoring opportunities throughout this game. But the defense for the Wolves able to keep things to the outside, giving a good chance for Crozier to make the save. And a tripping call on the way here. It looks like it's going to go against the Wolves once again. This time going against Murray, number 12. And this could be a huge moment in this game, a turning point possibly, especially in the pressure department. And make things interesting once again for the Lynx here, as they get the advantage. Onto the point, clean draw, win to Gabrielle. Gabrielle on the point, holds on, quick shot to the side, and it hops over the stick. Back on there. Angel moves it across, knocked off the puck into the ice. But getting back to her feet quickly there was Gabrielle. Moved across, quick drive there, save made with the blocker, fighting it off on the shoulder. Another feed in front. What a gutsy save that was for Crozier. More will than skill involved in that one, as they're coming in and play in front, and that one unable to pull the trigger there. Jumping up on the play was Gabrielle. Another shot from the point, stopped up. That one taken here, moved to the sidewall, unable to hold the line there, and cleared down the ice, and McGinnis has to make chase as Jessom stops it up for her behind the goal. McGinnis just over the halfway point of the third, 1 minute remaining in the advantage for the Lynx as McGinnis skates in, chips it past the defense and chases it down. McGinnis in the corner, great hustle after it. Intercepted there by McNeil as she tries to clear, unable to do so. Great pressure here by the Lynx once again. In that second half of the penalty. Moved across, nice move to between the circles, chance for a shot, and that's a half speeder, a tough one to read. And still Crozier able to cut down the angle and make the positional save. Very aggressive on the blue paint. Getting to the top, cutting down the angle, and shutting the door. Off the draw, onto the point. The Lynx still with the pressure. 35 remaining on the advantage. Quick shot there from the point. Unable to get it through the defense barrier, and blocking that shot once again was Gamble that time as that moved off the far side. Picked up by the defense and cleared to neutral ice. Stopped up. And the Lynx are going to get a clean zone entry here with just 15 seconds to go on the advantage. Getting over the line. Looking to generate some chances here. Pinned on the wall, looking to move the puck. Back onto the point. Quick shot through a screen, save made on the deflection. Fighting that off with the paddle of the stick. On that blocker follow through there was Crozier once again. Onto the point, here's a chance. Gabrielle moves it across. Great puck movement here by the Lynx, trying to capitalize. What chances here for the Lynx in the third. Still unable to cash in and try to pull within one here. Murray in the neutral ice. Moved across off the wall, down the ice it goes. Picked up here by McGuigan. Moves it across to Richards. Richards, outlet play, finds Murray. That one intercepted by Austin. Austin hounded there by Duncan. Move behind the goal, back to Austin. Austin made that great move earlier. Let's see what she can do as she skates at the neutral ice. Austin moving in the zone, skates to the inside, and able to get the shot away, drag move, and that one blocked. On to the point again, Morellish drive, and that one blocked. Foot race forward here. Quick to get back is Morel. Olivia Morel off the backboards to herself. And gains that deflection, moving it in across the blue line, gaining a little step and shoveling into the corner to try to start the cycle play here in the third. That one down the ice it goes once again. And icing waved off here as Vickers picks it up behind her own goal. McNeil hounding her. Vickers off the wall. Off the near side wall. Picked up by Thomas as she chops at it. Vickers in the corner. Off the boards. Not through neutral ice. I thought it was going to get past the blue line, but the good keep alive there by the Wolves as Thomas clears that into the zone again to start some cycle at the other end of things. McAdam trying to pressure there. Here come the Lynx. Nice move there. Great hands once again by Vickers. Getting in. What a save that was. That one catching the knob of the stick of Crozier. And that was about all she could do to make that save, as that was labeled for the blocker side corner right in the... Looked to have been aimed for that point where the goalpost and crossbars meet. And sometimes these goaltenders, they know exactly where that knob of the stick is sometimes, and are able to even play the puck positionally with that end of the stick, much like the forwards in defense can knock it out of midair with their own blade. As that one taken out. Here comes Gabrielle down the wing. Dropping it in front, and that one passed into the neutral ice, and once again having to reset here the Lynx. Time ticking away here. We're under 5 minutes remaining. A collision there just inside the blue line. Gabrielle out to play across on the wing. Chopped at there. Dump and chase. Simple play to try to battle free here as... Oh, a quick drive there and a sharp angle shot. Close call there for Crozier as that one found in her equipment on the deflection, and she felt where it was underneath her and hopped on that puck as soon as it struck her senses. Wasting no time in getting the whistle here as the Lynx once again mounting chance after chance in the offensive zone. Crozier has been standing on her head in this third period of play as a timeout is called for the Lynx. And this will be a good opportunity for the Wolves as well to gather themselves. They know they have a lead, but they've been giving up quite a few chances here to the Lynx. And you can't just rely on the goaltender at this stage. You have to keep things moving the other way, but credit to Crozier and also credit to the Lynx for not losing hope thus far in this contest and chipping away to try to mount a comeback here. They know how high pressure these last few minutes are here as they really want to get one past. And rather than a late goal, they want one at least sooner rather than in those final minute as the seconds tick away. You want to get a quick strike if you can on one of these shifts to try to give a little bit of space and time for that goalie pull option. But you can't get ahead of yourself. It's play by play and shift by shift here as these minutes become all the more important as we move into seconds. Shortly is off the wall. Richards gets possession here. Time ticking away for the Lynx as they look to get things up the ice and quickly. Gabrielle in the corner. Spins off a forecheck. Is that one taken on the near side wall and moved ahead? Nice move to get to the inside there by Angione as she looks to clear. Picked up there by Duncan, unable to get it past the defense as McLean moves it across. Off the near side wall, picked up by Angione on the backhand. Thomas gains possession on the near side. She clears, intercepted by McGinnis. Can't get it past McPherson on the backhand. She looks to clear it to the neutral ice. Stopped up. McGinnis, a quick play across laterally. And taken in by Thomas, trying to get to the inside. And a great active stick there by McGinnis defensively. But once again, dumped in after getting the red line as McPherson gets it deep for the Wolves. Down to the final 3 minutes of play here in the third. Still a 2-goal lead remains here for the Wolves, looking to hang on as once again the Lynx trying to establish a forecheck here and continue the pressure. They need a goal within these next few minutes to try to put a little bit of sweat on the brow of these Wolves players. This time, rather than from the exertion, it'll be from the nerves if the Lynx can possibly get one on the board here and cause a Seats a duck to be played. A spin shot off the side of the goal. Here they comes behind the net now. Jessup makes her way to the bench for the extra attacker. 6 players on for the Lynx. 6 on 5, extra attacker. Goalie is pulled. 4-2 is the score. On to the point. Gabrielle, quick drive, deflected off the stick of Gamble. Good pressure over Lynx again. Quick shot blocked. Still kept alive. Great pressure here. They need to get something in front of the net. Minute 40 remaining. Stalemate on the wall here as they look to move the puck. Wolves looking to kill some time here by pinning it on the wall. Lynx desperate to move it, but that's going to be whistled down on the dead play. Minute 31 remaining. Time ticking away for the Cape Breton Lynx. You gotta credit them here. They put on a hell of a effort in the offensive zone so far, but here they come again. Chance of a shot. Oh, a save, rebound chance, and it's whistled down. What a stop. That was unbelievable save by Crozier. That was the save of the game right there. The first one was impressive enough, but diving across the goal mouth in desperation to stop it with the chest plate, that's another level right there. Crozier. You gotta feel the frustration in the minds of the Lynx after that. What do you gotta do to get the puck past her? What a stop. That was cleared all the way down the zone and in behind the goal, as that one's going to be an icing call here against the Wolves. Change in the offensive lineup here to start the 6-on-5 draw with a minute 15 left to go for the Lynx here, as they look to get the players they want on the ice for these final 75 seconds of regulation. As that one onto the point escapes to neutral ice, they have to reset here as Gabrielle tries to move it ahead. Play across. Vickers unable to catch it in stride. Here they come again. Down to the final minute of play. Gabrielle moves it across the line and finds on the opposite side Mills as she skates into the corner. Loses possession, but it's picked up there quickly by Austin. Austin looking to battle it free. Pressure on the wall, just 48 remaining here. And able to get a shot away here. 2-goal lead here. Time winding down for the Lynx. On to the point, Gabrielle. Quick shot through a screen. Glove save once again by Crozier. Seeing it through traffic and getting the glove on it. 36 left to go. And Crozier, once again, the easy bet for the first star of this game. For certain. Due to the quality of the chances that the Lynx have been able to generate, especially in the third period of play, trying to change the swing of momentum. And the defense, of course, in front of her have done a great job of keeping things to the outside, but the Lynx, relentless, have been able to generate enough pressure as to still pick away and get enough volume of quality opportunities, especially on that last play, as you'll remember that save diving across the goal mouth. 36 seconds on the clock, 6-on-5 remains, cleared down the ice. This one likely going to be an icing as well. As the Wolves content to just ice the puck and kill more time here, as the odds are certainly in their favor with each passing second at a 2-goal cushion here in the final period of regulation. On the draw to the point to Gabrielle. Once again, the Lynx with the pressure in front of that deflected. What a stop again on the deflection. Across with the blocker, Gabrielle once again. Or excuse me, Crozier. As Gabrielle got the shot from the point. And a deflection in front of the net. And it's been highlight save after highlight save. Austin on the draw. Quick shot from the point, blocked in front. Backhanded by McNeil, onto the point. Another drive, that one blocked as well. It's going to be battled here to the final horn as that went on the backboards. And that'll do it here. The Wolves come into hostile territory here at the Al McGuinness Sports Center and earn a big win here for their confidence as a group at this stage of the season. Their record improves to 5-11-0 after this game. And the teams line up to show their class here in center ice with the handshake line. An excellent contest, exciting all the way through. No shortage of action here at the Al McGuinness Sports Center. The Wolves with a 4-2 victory on a stellar performance by goaltender Peyton Crozier. And some great capitalization, especially on that early part of that first period. They got those 2 quick strikes early in the first and didn't look back, keeping the foot on the gas pedal and earning themselves a hard-fought victory here. But once again, this game will be met with a rematch here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. as these two teams face off once again. And that'll be 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, so make sure to tune into that one as well, folks. This has been Brendan Maloney from High Button Sports, thanking you for tuning into this one, and we'll see you tomorrow morning live at 11.